So I wanted to, cause I didn't want to tell your story because I barely remember what you said, but I was asking you who your influences were in Thailand, and you said Dave Matthews, and then didn't you say you had a Dave Matthews story?
I mean, so we love Dave Matthews. We go and watch.
Oh, you both do. Okay.
Yeah, we go and watch them at the Gorge every year for 3 days. Every year, our group gets bigger and bigger, and that's like one of our biggest goals is to open up for Dave at the Gorge. It's just it's an incredible experience that we would just be honored to get to like be involved with. But I did meet Dave Matthews one time because he was in the small town that I lived in, that we grew up in, and my friend was like, yo, I'm working at the coffee shop, and someone just came through, and they said they're doing a zipline tour for Dave Matthews and his family. So I'm a psychopath, and was like, there's only one zipline place, I'm going. Me and my boyfriend at the time went there, and it was like 4 hours that we waited, and there was just it was on a golf course, and so there was like $2 beers. So we proceeded to get pretty drunk, honestly, over this like 4 hour span. And they told Dave that we were there waiting for him, and so he came over to us when we got there and was just like, "Thank you so much for waiting for us," and like signed a record for us and like took some pictures. And he was just like, just so gracious, and it just furthered our obsession.
So did you tell him then that eventually he has to let you open for him? So he needs to know, you know.
Okay. This was before we were doing this, but I am going to sometime in the near future write them a DM and say, hey, I just want to let you know that we are going to like open up for you in the future, and I just want to have this record so when it happens we can look back and be like, damn, they knew.
Yep. I think it's going to happen at your 7 millionth play. 7 million, they're going to reach out to you. I'm putting that in the universe.
7 million, I like it.
We actually do a pretty cool Dave Matthews cover as well.
Oh, really?
In our set sometimes. That's like the super like vibey kind of electro cover of one of their songs.
Have you recorded it? Is it something we could hear out in Spotify?
Not yet. Okay. Not yet.
But I think we absolutely should release
That's certainly our ticket in, I think, is like doing a cool cover of one of their songs. And then
I'd check it out.
Like, definitely.
Tweet it to them or something. I don't know.
I'll be the intermediary. I'll just start spamming. I'll start DMing Dave for you guys, so they'll think I'm the weirdo.
We like to play that song. We like to play that cover, and but not tell people that it's a Dave Matthews song. And then when they like it, you're like,
oh, so you're a Dave fan.
Oh,
now.
So you're like this Dave Matthews. People are like, that's a good song. I'm like, you like it? That's funny because.
Chaz, didn't you have a Dave thing too? Didn't you hire them for a festival or something?
Oh, I didn't know. So there's a festival that I started, which is now sadly defunct, called the Kabang Festival in Bangor. And the guys that kind of took over the waterfront are doing it now. That's called Waterfront Concerts. And they have booked Dave not once but twice. And the cool thing for me was my birthday is June 7th. And the original festival that was in the center of downtown was called the West Market Festival. And so me being me, you know, just loving myself, I wanted to throw a huge birthday party for myself. So that's kind of how it started.
Shocker.
Right?
Nice.
All about me. And so then the guys, my friends that ended up running Waterfront Concerts, he never outright said he did it for me, but I'm pretty positive that he pretty much booked Dave twice for me on my birthday because he came on June 6th
nice.
two different times. It wasn't on the exact day of my birthday, but it was good enough. But I was unlike you, I was too nervous to ask to meet him because I didn't want to be that guy. So I didn't. But looking back, I should have done it. Should have gone backstage. I should have done all that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a more shameless moment in my life, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, you were golden, and look, you have a story now. I don't have a story, so it paid.
You'll get yours.
We go and see them at the Gorge every year on Labor Day weekend, and like every few years, that's my birthday weekend as well.
Nice.
So,
cool.
I know that vibe. Seeing Dave on your birthday, be like, "This is about me."
Exactly.
Yeah, I love this song.
This is my concert.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get to meet Dave once you guys open for him, so I'll be there that night.
There you go.
Go backstage, have some beers with y'all. That's awesome.
Exactly.